I'm glad you decided to join me here. I know 2019 I didn't do a whole lot as far as filming went, but this year I have some big plans and I'm hoping to do a little bit more with filming and making videos for you guys. So again, thank you for joining us today. I hope my camera stays still because I do have cats in this room with me and they, for some reason, like rubbing their faces against my tripod for whatever reason. I don't know. But anyway, today's video we are going to be talking about my favorite reads from 2019, and there are 5 of them, although 2 of them do go together, so we'll get to that. But anyway, let's get started with this video. Okay, so I am going to start off with the 2 books that go together, and I absolutely loved these books. I'm not going to talk too much about them because I am planning a video for the whole trilogy, but my first 2 books are Wicked King and The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. I loved this trilogy. If you don't know what the first book is, it is called The Cruel Prince. It came out in 2018. Holly Black came out with The Wicked King, which is book 2, and Queen of Nothing, which is book number 3, in the same year. Originally, the publishing date for the Queen of Nothing was for 2020. It was supposed to come out actually this month, 2020, but because she was pretty much finished with it or something, maybe she just likes her fans that much, doesn't want to make us wait for that long, she did push up the publishing date to November, which we are so grateful to you, Holly Black. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But anyway, these were top reads of 2019. I loved book number 1. Book number 2 absolutely broke me apart. I was devastated at the end. And then book number 3 put me back together again. So I am actually currently rereading these books. Actually, I'm listening to them because I, again, am going to be doing a video for the trilogy. And I'm taking notes and making sure I'm paying really careful attention as I'm listening to some of the details that maybe I missed as I was reading the first time around. So be on the lookout for another video on the Folk of Air trilogy by Holly Black, because again, her books were 2 of my favorite reads this year, or this past year. So the next book that I wanted to mention that I absolutely loved in 2019 was A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. Now Bridget Kemmerer has other books out, but none of them have gotten as much buzz as A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and I'm not sure why, because her writing is amazing. A Curse So Dark and Lonely, in case you don't know, is a retelling of the Beauty and the Beast story with a few different twists. And my favorite thing about this book is the fact that the main character is flawed. Both in her personality, but also physically. She's not physically perfect like a lot of the female protagonists that you see in books. And that is what makes her like one of my favorites. So if you are interested in a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, or you're just interested in finding out why I love this book so much and what I'm talking about when I say how flawed the character is, definitely check out A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. Just a heads up too, book number 2, A Heart So Fierce and Broken, is out in stores. You can buy it, or you can check it out from your local library. I have a cat joining me for this next one. Book number 3 that I absolutely loved in 2019 was Girls with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young. Oh my gosh, you guys, talk about it's so twisted. Talk about a twisted book. So Suzanne Young, for those of you who don't know, has written a series before, and it was actually a pretty popular series. I have not read it, but the series is the program. Girls with Sharp Sticks is the first book in a new series that she is currently working on. The second book does come out this year, I believe in March. But Girls with Sharp Sticks is, it's about very strong women. It starts off where the girls are not so strong, or they don't think themselves. It's the stereotypical, these girls are being raised as like the stereotypical, or being taught to be the stereotypical trophy wife. And there's some things that they learn, some things that way they decide that they don't want to be the stereotypical trophy wife anymore, and they take their lives into their own hands. There is a few twists, there are a few turns, and I will mention that there is a part in there that is very graphic. So if you are not a fan of graphic things in your books, this book may not be for you. But it was an amazing read. It was very thrilling. I can say that there was the graphic part when I got to it, my coworkers all knew that that's the part I was reading, because you can't help what your face looks like when you're reading this part, because it's just so graphic. So again, Suzanne Young, Girls with Sharp Sticks. Like I said, book number 2 comes out in March, so if you're looking for a new series to start, that's definitely one that I would recommend. Okay, and the last book that I wanted to mention, it's one that I've recommended to quite a number of friends and family, and most of them have read it and absolutely loved it, and that is A House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. I believe this is her debut novel. It is another fairy tale retelling. It's a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses. Now, in the book, they don't follow all of the princesses. The author chooses one particular princess to follow, but it's an amazing story, and it is definitely a thriller. So if you like books that have thrill in them, adventure, that are maybe a little twisted, and then the other thing that I loved about this book was the mythology. It draws from a few different types of mythology as well. This is definitely an amazing book. It's a shorter book. It's not super long, so it didn't take me too long to read this book, but the length has nothing to do with how just engaging it is and how much it draws you in. You're sucked in from page 1, and it just, the book does not let you go until it spits you out at the end and you're wondering what to do with your life. So again, that was A House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig, and that one is one, again, I've recommended to so many family members, and all of them have read it, and they're all like, oh my gosh, this book was so good. So if you're looking for something that, again, is going to suck you in before it spits you back out at the end, A House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig is definitely one that I would suggest. All right, my friends, that is all I have for you today. Those are the 5 books in 2019 that I absolutely loved. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, or if you have recommendations for books that I should read in the future, leave those in the comments below also. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button if you liked this video, so that way I know and I can continue doing things like this. And also make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a video from me. Because again, I am planning on doing more videos in the future, and we've got some exciting things planned, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Have a great day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you again soon.